EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Tonight we continue with Wildcard Weekend with what should be a great one between the Washington Commanders and the New Orleans Saints. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard game. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass. You don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield, but he's playing run all the way here.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. Touchdown, Saints! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point splits the opponents, and it's now a significant game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their 2nd possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Robinson, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. 1st down after 1st down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6. He's got him in, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, You have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And he is going to have a Saints first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. From left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Lance with a tap forward on a jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, a 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he went nowhere. They'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw. Robinson's got it. shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, he can certainly be a big asset in this passing game. He proves it right there. He makes the catch out of the backfield, and then off he goes. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
14. Commanders 10.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He completes it to Olave. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Let's go now.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Lance. Catch made. It's Moreau. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. Lance now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lance. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Lance looks to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Lance and company going on fourth down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Very nicely done there on the reception. And what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's Kamara on the read option. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. And able to complete it to Moreau. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Kamara trying again. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And the half will begin with a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On play action, Lance rolling to his right. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
It's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Black ultra. Check you. Ready?
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
no
yards.
yardage. Okay.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. They'll get this out to Kamara. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Washington. 53 yards.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They end up losing 3 here. They're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and 1. How good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Lance. Over the middle, it's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 2nd and 11 now, Lance. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 1 quarter remains. standings in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 7. On the counter, here's Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line football. Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
Robinson up the middle. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Robinson. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and that will run for a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down is Lance. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Hey, close deal.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's got room. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 59 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Deron Payne able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Lance. Throw caught there by Osborne. Touchdown! K.J. Osborne, 36 yards. And the Saints are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. One after here coming up. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team owns it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A huge play there for Washington. 59 yards.
First down, Commander.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, and that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Second down, here's an option right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Kamara up the middle. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's fielded at the 45. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 47 yards. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Saints 31. Commanders 27.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? I guess the simpler question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? We don't put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.